Hey everybody, Andrew Castro here, and today we're looking at the Method from Discmania. If you're looking for that glidey mid-range that still has a lot of fade, this could be the disc for you. Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrew Castro, and we are looking at the Method from Discmania. This is their new mid-range disc in the brand new Neo plastic. This is from their Evolution series. This mid-range is a 5503. So let's take a look at this thing and see what it has to offer for us, guys. First things I noticed when getting one of these in my hands is the plastic feel. So this plastic feels like what we just saw come out on the Instinct. It's this new Neo plastic. It has a nice grip to it, not too slick, not too grippy. The profile of this disc is it's not domey, it's not flat. It has like a nice little uniform mild dome that comes on it. So if you're looking at the disc, if you notice where the rim connects to the flight plate, it just looks like it's a little bit more rounded. So it gives it more of a rounded edge, and it still gets a little bit more flat. The other thing I'm noticing here is that this has more of a bead on it. It's not super big like what you might see on like your Rock 3s, so this doesn't really bother me when I get a good grip on it. So yeah, overall feels nice. When getting out there and throwing this, it was a lot of fun. This disc surprised me with the amount of glide and stability that it had. When punching these out there on a hyzer, it just held the hyzer line nicely. I was throwing these at about like 70-75% power, and on a hyzer, they just got up there, flipped up a little bit flat, and then came back with pretty much consistent fade, which was nice to see. That fade was nice and glidey over to the left, so still able to get some distance, but able to trust that it's gonna fade back out. When getting out there and throwing these flat, that's where I really enjoyed throwing this disc. When throwing them flat, they just kind of punched straight out there. Had a little bit of turn in it, but just that glide kind of showed up there, kept going straight, and then faded out right back towards the middle. That fade was pretty dependable on these flat shots, which was really nice. This disc was sneaky far when throwing this flat, so I really enjoyed it when throwing it out on that flat line. When getting out there and throwing these on an anhyzer line, it was really nice to see how this disc flew. Discmania gives it a fade rating of 3, so it's pretty stable. So, you know, when I was out there throwing that, I took that into consideration. I really wasn't trying to force this on a big ante that's going to finish to the right. I have other mid-ranges that I throw for that. But when throwing this on an ante, expecting a flex line, this disc did exactly what I was expecting it to do. Just kind of, you know, started out over to the left, turned over to the right, and then right at the end of its flight, just faded back over to the left, which was really nice to see. So it was really fun throwing this disc out there on those anhyzer lines. I did get a few little sidearms in with this. I'm not a big primary sidearm thrower, but for touch sidearm shots, this thing was nice. It kind of flipped up just a little bit, got flat, punched out straight with that glide, and then faded back over to the right. You know, when I would get on it a little bit more, I would see it pop up and just kind of go out straight and finish either dead straight or adjust with a little bit of fade. But, you know, I wouldn't be using this disc for that type of sidearm shot. I'd probably go to something else in my bag that I have, like an MD4 or an MD5. But overall, it was really fun throwing this disc. It was able, you know, to get out there. That glide and that fade was pretty consistent for me when being out there and throwing it, so it was a lot of fun. For me, this disc kind of fits like right in between an MD3 and an MD4. I feel like it's a little bit more stable than my MD3s, but not as stable as my MD4s. Gets just as much glide as my MD4s, I feel like. But totally a different hand feel, different plastic. So yeah, guys, check these out. Brand new Method from Discmania. Hopefully you guys get your hands on one, and hopefully you guys get out there and play some disc golf. So yeah, guys, check it out. The Method from Discmania. All right, I'll see you later. Have a good one, and bye, guys.